Alright, I want to talk a little bit more about containment and just about hotspots, also known as proxy wars. So, I'll look at first, what divisions do you remember having existed after World War II? So, we have a few we can think about. We have the USA versus the Soviet Union. We also have democracy versus communism. Kind of go hand in hand with Soviet Union's United States as well. Another big one would be NATO versus the Warsaw Pact. Here we see the NATO members in green, Warsaw Pact members in the orangish red. The non-aligned states, they are not a part of NATO or the Warsaw Pact. They're in the kind of tannish color. And in the pink, we have other communist states. Now, these communist states were not part of the Warsaw Pact, but they weren't part of NATO as well, kind of an oddity outside the norm. We also had the division of Germany into West and East Germany, as well as the further division of Berlin into West and East Berlin. Remember, we had the domino theory, which stated that once one country falls to communism, its neighbors will soon follow, and eventually communism will reach all the way to America. And the diagram here, the picture, it shows China had become communist, Korea was going that way, Vietnam, Laos was leading that way, Cambodia a bit, and the next stop was Thailand, Malaya, Indonesia, Burma, so it's Myanmar, and India, and eventually going all the way to the United States. We look at the map again here of Europe. We see Russia, Soviet Union, where the communism starts, and it is now including Ukraine, Belarus, Lithuania, Estonia, Poland, Moldova, Romania, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, East Germany, expanding westward towards the Western nations. And their fear is all these nations on the periphery, Greece, Turkey, Austria, Finland, Sweden. Those will be the first ones to turn communist, and eventually France will go communist. England, Scotland, Wales, all Great Britain, Norway, Iceland, Portugal, and then all the way across the Atlantic to the United States. So, for this week's main activity, I want you to read through the attached Google document. It's all about Cold War hotspots, 4 in particular. And starting with the earliest, Korea, from 1950 to 1953, the Korean War. Vietnam from 1954 to 1975. Cuba in 1962, Cuban Missile Crisis. And Afghanistan 1979 to 1889. This is not this war in Afghanistan that you would be thinking of. This is the war the Soviets fought. Now, after you've read each of these 4 hotspots, there's a series of questions I want you to respond to, and as well a short writing piece at the end, so like a summary. Nothing too crazy. Once you complete that, there's an ed puzzle I'd like you to complete next. After that, there is a question I'm going to ask you to respond to. And once you have responded to the question, or my classmates' response to it, I do want you to go ahead and fill out a quick little form survey just to help us fine-tune this distance learning stuff we're doing. And if you have any questions, we'll see you on Thursday for office hours, 11:15 to 12:15. If you have questions that can't wait, you can email myself as a Warhaft. You have my voice number. You can text me as well, any question, and we'll try and respond as soon as we can. Otherwise, hope to see you all on Thursday.